There you go.
Thompson with the catch, but he takes it down in the end zone for a touchback. Grizzly offense coming on the field.
So Westbeck's playing outside linebacker, so he's going to play opposite of Herschel. And he hadn't been always doing that, though, right?
No, he. Quarterback. Yep. Their numbers are hard to see.
Quarterback keeper by Seth Frazier picks up about a yard on the play. Second down.
If they can pick up him, you almost don't have to do as much of the play, saying what it was, because they'll hear that and he kind of takes care of that.
Yeah.
He's like,
if you're
like
just behind them.
He's like a third partner kind of.
Yeah.
We can figure out his timing. Here in league play between the Thunder Ridge
Grizzlies
and the Castleview Sabercats. Thunder Ridge won the toss, chose to receive, and they got their first down on the second play of the game, and they just got a penalty, a pre-snap penalty. It's going to move them back. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Chris Stacy here with the coach. And, Coach, we're in a new spot. We're on the roof, baby.
We're up here where the birds sit. No, it's actually a beautiful view. We're seeing, again, the sun going down, almost totally down now, but you just see the silhouette of the Rocky Mountains. It's absolutely beautiful over here. We're very fortunate to be living in Colorado. That's all I got to say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's about 45 degrees. It's actually perfect football weather for the guys if you're running around. You just need a beanie and a fleece if you're watching the game, maybe some hot chocolate. And we're going to have a 1st and 15 for Thunder Ridge. Frazier off to the right-hand side is going to get just a little bit past the original.
Frazier chooses to hold on to it.
Coach, we know he is a lot of their offense.
Going to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Grizzlies.
Yep, he's got 71% of their yards, total yards, prior to this game.
Now, unlike the quarterback from Douglas County,
AJ,
it's a lot of called runs, it seems, with Frazier here for Thunder Ridge. AJ did a lot of scramble, went back to pass scramble, but it looks like a lot of called runs, which actually what we've seen so far with Frazier.
Yep.
Soft coverage though.
Yep, we've given him 2 out routes on the right side over there. We're just being a little soft, and they've gotten 2 first downs. Hopefully you guys aren't hearing a lot of the speakers out here, but we're in the elements. And anyway, the Grizzlies are moving the ball here. Yep. Hopefully we can slow them down and figure them out here. But you're right. These are called runs, called passes. He's not reading much.
So that was Tyler Hunter, who is one of the many receivers for Frazier. Good strong run, a couple missed tackles there. That was number 2, Chase Tompkins. We're going to be calling his name a lot.
Yep.
In the running game.
Yep.
We got the announcer here. We're going to have to negotiate. We'll figure out his timing, Coach, and then he can be like a third partner here with us.
That sounds good. I can tell you why, because my wife told me last week, her little commentary back is that I talked an awful lot. We're going to let the hometown guy do a little more talking here. I always listen to my wife. I learned that a long time ago.
Frazier's back to pass. He's got a guy. Completes it down to the 20.
Wow, that was a nice strike. Had a post route going over the middle.
Tyler Hunter gets it across the 20-yard line before it's brought down.
It's a second for Tyler Hunter, number 13.
Yeah, you can see the arm that Seth Frazier has. He put a little mustard on that post route.
So from what I saw, the Thunder Ridge offense is pretty balanced as far as their total yards go. Split between. They have the same total yards as Castleview, but obviously Castleview is heavy on the rushing side. But they seem to be a pretty balanced offense in their previous games, and we're seeing that also tonight.
Yeah.
Good pressure there by the defense. So we can bottle them up here.
So our pressure, again, we talked about this last week. The pressure at the line of scrimmage bounced the runner. He went back into the backfield a little further, then we just stretched him to the sideline. What we didn't do is tackle on initial contact, which gave him another 2 yards.
So it'll be interesting. This reminds me of a little bit of the Hounds Ranch game. Went all the way down the field, got down towards the red zone, and their offense changed a little bit because they couldn't spread it out like they did in the middle of the field here. See if they're going to go the running game. They're still going 4 receiver sets here, so we'll see how they handle the red zone. It's going to be a 2nd and 9. Frazier with a little out.
So we don't want. It looks like we're not going to be giving up the deep route, but we're going to give up that 5-7 yard out route until we get a feel for what they're doing.
It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Grizzlies.
This is a big down here.
So 3rd and 3, we've got 9 minutes and 9 seconds left in the first quarter. Thank you so much for joining us here at beautiful Shea Stadium. Big league play, so Thunder Ridge is 2-0 in league play, 6-1. Lost to Arapahoe, which is a little surprising, but they've had a great season so far, and this is a good team. If we're going to want to do what we want to do, the rest of our goals, we've got to take care of business tonight. Playoffs start now.
Quarterback kept that one. Everybody kind of went with the dive back, and he kept the ball. Looks like he got the first down. Yeah, we talked about this a lot last week. Is Valor? We all know what Valor is, but the other 4 teams in the league, you've got Highlands Ranch, Rock Canyon, Mountain Vista, and Thunder Ridge. The 4 in Castleview, they're all very competitive together. I will say that Thunder Ridge upset, not necessarily upset, it was their rival last week against Mountain Vista and really put a thumping on them. In the previous years, Mountain Vista had their numbers, so it's interesting to see how the rest of the teams other than Valor play things out each year.
Frazier, little rollout, some pressure, incomplete pass. That was pretty close right at the pylon there. Now, if I remember the score last year, I think this was a 32-29 game, which Thunder Ridge ended up winning, and it was a. I remember it was a close game, it was a shootout game, it was a game Castleview definitely could have won.
No, we did win last year.
That was a win. That was the third. Okay,
we won 42-28 in this. It was actually the 2nd game of the season last year.
With Thunder Ridge.
With Thunder Ridge. Yep.
Okay. That's right. We did take it to it. The quarterback was young. He was a junior. It was his first time to start.
Yep.
He had a couple picks like that. 2nd and 9. Motion. QB Reed gives it off.
We bottled up things in the middle. I do want to make a comment on Frazier's last pass. He was rolling right and just winged that ball to that corner, that pylon over there. That could tell you he's grown up. Last year as a junior, he wouldn't have made that pass. He couldn't have made that pass. But he's really grown in this offseason, and he's got a live arm, I can tell you that. And that ball was right where it needed to be.
So that last play and then a couple plays before that, is that just a true QB read option where he's going to read that defensive end and if he dives down? And if he dives down, that defensive end crashes down, he's gonna keep it.
I'm gonna
stays point. Let's take.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it a little closer.
Here, oh. See if we can get to him. Two missed tackles.
So, Chris, we were close to actually blocking the pass. It got up and over our defensive end, got to the screen guy, and he just maneuvered a few pursuit defenders and then dove into the end zone. That's
a good play by the running back, going to find the score, going to find a touchdown.
Yeah. Yep. That was a good drive by Thunder Ridge. I will say we gave up several 5 to 8 yard outside patterns. It looks like they're wanting to pass here tonight.
Yep. So for the most part, I would say we held them on the run. They did have that one long, 20-yard scamper there in the middle of the field with some missed tackles. But yeah, I think you're right. I think they're going to throw the ball tonight. Now the question is, we'll see how Castleview is able to react from that opening drive. We seem to give up a lot of touchdowns on opening drives. You notice that? It's like we got to fill it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that I don't want to say a bad sign. It's almost like a boxer kind of filling each other out that first round, and you may take a punch to see what they're going to do.
Yep.
Kind of game plan from there.
Oh, we blocked the PAT, so it's a 6-point game, which it could be a huge factor down the road. As you asked, there's a couple things. We've got 7 films on them right now. And that has a lot of statistics and a lot of trends. When you get to this point into the season as Thunder Ridge, they might change a few things that we didn't see in anything, because you don't want to just do what your stats tell you you're going to do. So that first series, they might have had a different alignment. They might have had a different alignment. They might have had a couple different personnel, or came out and did exactly what Casterview has been working on all week.
We did say we saw a couple missed tackles there, so they were in the right position, I would say. So if we get the tackling cleaned up, we may be in a better spot here. I'm going to adjust my mic. Hopefully that gets us in the right spot here. Good crowd on a fall break.
Yep, beginning of fall break.
Thunder Ridge students showed up. It was senior.
Get that ball.
Now go. Now go.
Yeah, that's a live ball, and both those return men neither one of them called for it or went and got it. So then you got a live ball bouncing around. So hopefully we can clean that up. We're going to have the ball at about the 22-yard line.
Looks like we're going to start off with our 2 tight end set.
Defense out on the field.
In the huddle. 7:40 left here in the first quarter. Thunder Ridge scores in the first drive. Extra point blocked. 6-0 here. Castleview's first drive. Off the left-hand side, is going to get about 3 yards. That was...
Hand off to number 43, Thornton.
43 Thornton got the ball in that. We got Westbecker in the backfield, and we've got Thornton in the backfield.
Joseph Thornton. Getting a little action tonight. We're going to start off with no huddle here. Now we're going to a 3 receiver set. Westbecker in pistol formation behind Schmidt. Schmidt, quick game, get Ace Malone started. Right away, I'd like to see that.
And he picks up a couple yards, and that gives us a 3rd and doable here. These are the kind of third downs we like to be in.
So you talked about, we got film on them, they got film on us as well too, right?
Absolutely.
So
yep.
They've seen what we do. So what do? We came out with a little reverse to a guy who probably doesn't have any runs, and we did a quick game. So a little gamesmanship maybe here by both coaches.
Yep. Eventually they're going to settle into what they feel is going to work for them.
Yeah.
We got to...
Outside, back to Thornton, get enough for a first, hold that ball. Nice.
So that looked like the old Oklahoma-Nebraska option play. You fake the dive, you start coming downfield, you get somebody that's attacking you as a quarterback, so you drop your butt and pitch it to the 5-yard highway.
Big 8 action here. Feels like Big 8 weather right now.
It does.
Okay. Back to the no huddle.
Haggerty was in motion.
Haggerty off the...
He's got some grass over there.
Good pickup. Another big chunk play. Gets him across midfield.
So they motion with Haggerty, and they sweep to the wide side of the field, and there was nothing but artificial grass that direction for Haggerty.
Got a couple good blocks. We're going right now. No messing around. You got to think now. What we've seen in the past is we'll run that play, and then Haggerty will dump it off to a tight end or something there. We've seen that a couple times.
Yep, that's Westbecker up the middle, which we've seen Westbecker all year pick up. He's a 500-plus yard rusher.
And on the tackle for Thunder Ridge, number 20, Aiden Olsen.
Haggerty's going to be in the backfield with Westbecker in front of him. He's a fullback. He's going to go to Haggerty on the right-hand side. Let's get him going.
Oh, nice. Nice. Way to run right over that corner.
All right, we've got a third manual there. Good, strong run by Haggerty.
Pitch number 7, and on the tackle for the Grizzlies, number 14,
you got to use them. Like I said, we're on a playoff run right now.
Yep.
And it's all hands on deck. You're going to see Westbrook's going to be both ways. You're going to see these seniors involved in all aspects.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to see a Brunel showing up tonight. I guarantee you that. Speaking of that, he's wide left at the top of the field. Creeping in. Schmidt on the keeper.
Push the pile. And you know what? We're in 4th and doable.
Yeah, that's first.
Here's what I wanted to tell you about those seniors. You're talking about how hungry these seniors They got beat pretty good last week by Valor, and hopefully and hopefully they learned a lot and took a lot from that. Now it's time for us to show just what we're made of, and that's what those seniors need to prove here tonight.
Yeah, and so, you know, the message this week was, guys, Westbecker up the middle again, fighting hard. It's going to get a good 6-yard run. You know, all the goals for the season are still in front of us here. Okay, now we got to take care of business the rest of the go.
Yep.
But we can go and be second place in the conference, get a strong playoff position, being that top 8. At least in that middle section there, you get top 8. You get a
buy that first round.
And then play possibly someone from that bottom quartile there, bottom third, and you know, see what happens. Go make some noise here in the playoffs. Schmidt right back at it again. We're just going to be at 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Schmidt the pass. He's got Haggerty.
Drops back to pass.
I think Haggerty thought it might be coming short, so he jumped on the backside of it. And I'll tell you what happened is Schmidt really put some zip on that ball. Got it out in front of him, just like we've been talking about, and that was actually a good throw. I think Haggerty thought it might be coming short.
3rd and 4.
Yep. Thornton again off the left-hand side. He's going to get enough for a first down. Cats.
So, Chris, we're sitting number 15 right now in RPI points. And the top 8 get a bye the first round. And we tasted the top 8 when we went into the Douglas County game.
Yep.
Since then, we've been 12, 13, and now 15. But I will say that 15 is playoff numbers. And if you were to beat a 6-1 Thunder Ridge, that does tremendous things to your RPI.
Westbecker makes a cutback. He's going to get 6, almost 7 yards out of that game. Looks like he was going to be a tackle for a loss.
And off to number 14. And on the tackle for the Grizzlies, number 4, Jackson Carter.
So, Chris, here's what we're seeing. We're not seeing turnovers. We're not seeing flags.
Right.
We're seeing our offense finally roll and move and take time off the clock. We've already taken 3.5 minutes off. That's a read pitch.
Is that
pitch to number 15.
Is that Beto? Beto, nice.
And on the contact now for the Grizzlies, number 8, Derek Pacheco.
Yep. Tackled by Pacheco for Thunder Ridge. Pacheco leads the team in quite a few different stats on defense. He's one on their defense that'll be around the ball most of the night.
So a little bit different formation here. We're going to go overload on the right-hand side. Westbecker in backfield with Thornton, and give it to Westbecker. First down.
And up the middle.
First down and more. It's going to take him down
and on the
to
tackle for Thunder Ridge, number 15,
12.5-yard line.
That's going to bring up first down for Castleview.
He is not messing around tonight. He's getting them up and he is moving.
Well, we've actually got a timeout. Thunder Ridge, they're saying, listen, if we don't figure this out real quick, they're going to get 6 also, just like they did. So they call timeout, slow things down a little bit. You know, I feel like Castleview here is like Aerosmith on the road. We've got 3 away games to finish the season. Right. And we're hoping we see Douglas, the stadium down in Castle Rock again. That would be hosting a playoff game probably in the first round. And I feel really good about those chances, but here's what happens. These teams, like I just talked about, are as evenly matched as it gets. And so we play out, we win out, we get second place in our conference. If we happen to be outside an 8 in RPI, we host more than likely a game. But the next 3 games are on the road. We've got 2 here at Shea Stadium and 1 over at Echo Park. So you and I can be roadies.
That's right. We're roadies, like back in the day. So as much of a difficult situation is to go win 3 games on a road to end your season, actually I think it's a great test for our team to prove we can go win on the road. And there's something about traveling, brings a team together. You know, if we can go do that, that's going to make us definitely stronger on the end.
Yeah.
Schmidt's going to keep it to the left-hand side.
So it's going to be 3rd and
Gabe Murray.
about 10.
I think it's only second down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got a first on that last one.
I'm looking at the scoreboard and they haven't changed things.
Yeah. So we're on second and 10. We just passed the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. Now, interestingly enough, we talked about how offense had changed. Really, our offense has changed. I don't care if we're on our goal line midfield down here. We're going to go get 6-7 yards a pop over there up the middle, and then wait till you come inside and throw one over the top, just like right here.
So Ace did a stop over here. Ball a little high. It actually looked like Schmidt was thinking one pattern.
Number 9, Evan Berger.
And Ace was thinking something else. I will say, love the height that Ace has. We all know he's quick and fast. You get that kid the ball and all sorts of things could happen. Schmidt knows that. We're going to start settling down and watch for a big game from Ace. We have yet to see it this season. He's too good of an athlete for us not to get him rolling.
Yep, he has takeover potential for a game for sure. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Cassidy's on their 14-yard line. Oh, we got another player running in here. Hope we don't have too many. Yeah, call time out there.
Yeah, you don't want to give up a scoring opportunity here.
So we had a player run on. Looks like possibly one of the young guys here. Maybe not know, or he didn't know the formation, or missed a call. But either way, Coach Hank is going to settle him down and get it second. This is a pretty big play here, 3rd and 10.
Yeah. Well, Chris, we missed you last week. I know you're down in Texas. We had a parent night that went over rather well. Other than the score of the game, the stadium was full. We had all sorts of seniors being recognized, 25 seniors recognized. And it was a special night because many of those 25 have been a huge part at the base of this program that does nothing but raise the bar every year. And it was bittersweet because it was sad to think that they may not play. But we were happy to see who they were and how much success they've had here at Castleview.
Actually, 2 thoughts on that here after this 3rd down. See if we can go get one here.
Pitched.
Haggerty made a guy miss.
Great move in the backfield.
Yep. He's going to get about
Pitch to number 7,
the
Blake
10-yard line there.
In on the tackle for Thunder Ridge, number 20, Aiden Ocean.
So it looks like we're going to be.
And number 42,
looks like we're going to be kicking a field goal here.
That's going to bring up 4th down.
Toby McTammy is set up to kick a field goal here. And it's up, and it looks like it's good from here. Got it. So it's a 6-3 game. Again, we're going to talk about how we got the ball, moved the length of the field, and obviously come up short of 6 points, but we did get points out of it, which great sign for us. 2 possessions. Thunderidge got their first possession, took it the length of the field, scored 6, missed their PAT. Castview gets their first possession, goes the length of the field, and gets 3. So this, so far, has been a mistake-free game. We have not seen penalties.
Coach, come on over here. We're gonna get closer to this camera here. So, hey, good opening drive for Castview. Obviously didn't get the 6, take 3 points. I think the team, they came prepared, they came focused. Like you said, didn't see the penalties, we're not seeing the turnovers, and they came ready to play tonight. And I think we may have a shootout for us.
Yep, exactly. And you know what? We also saw some different players. We saw Thornton.
Yep. Saw Haggerty in the backfield. From the
not all Westbrook-Becker, it's not all Ursetta, and even Schmidt got into the running game and passing game. I like how live Schmidt's arm is tonight. When you look at the ball and how it was flying here.
Coming out. Uh-oh, trouble. Watch out.
Schmidt definitely had some zip on these passes.
Yep. So, Coach, we got word. So typically, the next series you would see Ursetta, and we would have seen Ursetta throughout the that first drive there. We heard in the game he's not going to be able to make it tonight. We don't know exactly why. We don't know if it was a pregame injury or what. We'll try to find out. But it looks like it's going to be Wes Becker doing the heavy lifting, but I like what I saw from Thornton there coming in to run the ball.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So we'll see if Coach Weiss will make some adjustments from that opening drive. Thunder Ridge is going to go 4 receiver set, motion to the backfield, and hands off is going to get a few. Hey, we're still bottling up that run right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
20 before he's brought down.
So I want to let people know about Thunder Ridge's head coach. Very impressive. This is a young Doug Neeson, kind of a tough last name, but he was.
You got it.
He was a Grizzly. He graduated. He's an alumni of Thunder Ridge. He was part of 2 state championships at Thunder Ridge. Coached in Arizona and North Carolina and California, and came back to Thunder Ridge to reinstill the tradition that they have at Thunder Ridge. Thunder Ridge has won 3 state championships at different levels. This will be a great time to talk about this. Thunder Ridge has won 3 state championships, all at the 4A level, but a state championship is a state championship. I need everybody that's hearing me say, no matter what level you win it at, it is hard to do, and it takes somebody knowing what they're doing to lead a state championship. And then they've won 11 conference championships. That in our conference around here is not easy to do. So lots of success. And Thunder Ridge has always been known as that school that was built just before Chaparral. I think it was number 4 out of 9 in the district, and they had immediate success in all sports. We used to walk into their gym 5 years after they opened Thunder Ridge High School, and they had nothing but flags hanging up. And that's how successful they were in the first 5 years of opening that school. We'd go back to Chaparral, and we had 1 cheerleading conference champion flag up there. Now is it? And we thought, we're on the wrong side of Douglas County.
Right. So I do like he has the mantra, row the boat, the PJ Fleck deal, and he's got the whole parents and team and everybody, in the Thunder Ridge program bleeding that. Get on the boat and do your part and row the boat. So I like that. That's strong. And he's done a great job here. This team, since he's been here, it's a completely looking different team. Just athleticism wise, obviously they're doing some right things in the weight room. He's getting the guys going here. So that's a first down for Thunder Ridge. It's going to take him right short of the 30-yard line.
And that was a keeper by the quarterback, and he just barely got that first down. He's running again. I told you he had 71% of their yards coming in, and he's a big kid that can move.
In on the tackle, number 75.
Thunder Ridge had a rough year last year with the COVID. They won 1 game, but they were in and out of COVID protocol the entire season and won 1 game. So I know they're pretty happy that they're 6-1. We are 5-2. This is a matchup of 2 good teams, I'm telling you. They're ranked number 12 in RPI points right now.
Four receiver set. Frazier's in the shotgun. Drop back to pass. He's going deep.
He had
great coverage there by Haggerty.
For Jack Horsford is incomplete.
That was a 45-yard toss. He's got a live arm, I'm telling you. We did have both their deep threats covered on that one. I didn't see any intermediate routes on that. They wanted to go for it all on that play, and we had them covered. First flag of the game. There.
That's a big one. That's a holding one, too. That's going to put him way back in the backfield. So it's going to take him down to the 24-yard line, which it's still second down, but that's going to be a 2nd and 15. So they went from a 3rd and 2 to a 2nd and 16 here.
Yeah, that's big for Castleview. We need to take advantage of this here.
Keep them in front. Good third and long would be nice here.
They got
Screen
a screen
action. Hey, you better watch out.
Looks
Get him,
like-
Brody. Get him.
looks
Atta,
like we
baby.
sniffed that
Good
out.
tackle. Sniff that one out.
on. Absolutely.
So there's that third and long we were looking for.
Going to bring up third
Yep.
down.
I'd be looking for number 7.
that Townsend?
Jack Horsford.
Oh, Horsford. Okay.
He was one of the leading receivers in the entire state last week in his performance last week against Mountain Vista. And he's got a hot hand right now. I think he's up on top.
We talk about it a lot. Those penalties, Coach, can just really kill a drive, especially a holding one like that. Overthrew him.
Overthrew him. Now,
Okay.
he was going to the number 7, just like we
guy
talked
there.
about.
And he was open, too.
Bring
Just
up fourth down for the
overthrew him there.
Big penalty for Castleview. We get a hold them. They are in second and long and third and long and didn't pick it up. Now they've got to punt it.
Well, hopefully we can get good field position here. Haggerty's going to line up on the right hash around the 45. We'll see if he's got to back up. If we can get a fair catch right there, we'll be cooking the business right there.
Well, he only averages 35 yards a punt. So let's see what he does on this punt here.
A little bit of pressure.
And it's,
Got to
then he
bounce.
gets the
Oh,
bounce.
stay away. Oh, he's getting a good bounce.
Got a great bounce. That was a
So he
line
needed
drive.
to be right about the 40, and he would have been in position to catch that one there. So, all right, so we'll keep an eye on that for next time. They were at the 28.
That punt takes the Grizzlies down
So-
before it's eventually down at the 19-yard line.
10, 20, 30, about 32, about 35 yards. So
So that was a line drive punt, but the nose was out, and the minute it hit, it rolled Thunder Ridge's direction.
yep. So Thunder Ridge was able to flip the field, not bad field position, but they were able to flip the field here. But more importantly, Castleview's got the ball back, down by 3 with 10 minutes and 12 seconds left in the second quarter. And
So Schmidt's looking things over. Watching coaches telling him either to stay with that play or not. He's in the pistol. Pitched out to Beto.
Beto's on motion. Oh, good move.
So they had him contained originally, and he made a move on the dude out there that had contained him, and picked up 3 yards.
Pitch number 15.
Haggerty's going to check back here into the game. I think it's good we're getting Haggerty a breather every once in a while and getting Beto in the game. Mix it up, keep Haggerty fresh. It's just such an important part of our game. Looks like he's going to be kind of that third running back too, with Ursetta not playing this week. So Haggerty in the I formation behind Westbecker. Schmidt up the middle.
So now we're going to give a little Westbecker.
Ooh, that was a big hole,
I'm
Coach,
telling you,
on the
they have
left-hand
not
side
stopped. They have not stopped between the tackles up the middle.
there. No, I'm not. So it looks like it's a first down. Here we go.
Right at the line. I'll tell you what, that's a little Valor action. We picked up the first down, but Valor no longer was given the opportunity to move the ball, and they snapped it. So the ref would set it down, roll his arm, and Valor was gone. We could hardly set up and adjust to him last week, and that's exactly what we did on that one. That ref no longer rolled his arm, and we snapped the ball.
Ready to go.
Thunderidge was not ready.
So minimal gain, got a couple yards on it, but
So everybody's checking things out. Thunderidge isn't changing their defense and either lining right up, and then we make an adjustment to it.
got a lot of people in that box there, Coach.
So that was kind of a read. You saw how long Schmidt held onto the ball.
Mm-hmm.
He was reading, gave.
Stuck with it.
And off to number 14. He's brought down by a
They
whole
call
pack
that the
of
mesh,
Grizzlies.
a little mesh action there, mesh on the veer. So 3rd and 6 with just under 8 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the second quarter. Crowd's getting into it. Schmidt back to pass. He's going to Haggerty.
We are lucky that was not intercepted. They read that one.
Pass is almost intercepted by
Okay,
number
now we're going to
26,
trade punts
Matthews.
here. And,
That's gonna
everybody.
bring up fourth down.
Even if you would have caught it, there was 2 Thunderidge Grizzlies out there ready to tackle him.
Adam snuffed out
On
there.
top of the kid that almost intercepted the ball.
So it looks like Christensen's going to be back to punt. You have Burnell and Malone, your 2 receivers, have your gunners. You may keep an eye on that right there.
Yep.
We'll moved or who?
We moved. That's going to be another 5.
Okay.
These are little things that we cannot give him 5 yards in this. I think that was Beto that moved on this end.
No, that's not Brunel. That's I think it's Hammondtree there, number 6.
Number 15. Oh, shoot. It just means he's got to put a little more.
There's Jackson. Jackson living the Gunners with Ace. See if we can go get some pressure on these guys and maybe make them do something silly down there. Punts off.
So it's a short punt. Hopefully we get the right bounce. Oh, it bounced back
didn't.
towards
Don't get on it. Don't watch it.
So Christensen's punt takes another Grizzly bounce. Thunder Ridge's offense coming back out onto the field.
Now our defense really has to step up here. That's great field position.
Yes.
It is. When I get numb and it's hard for me to move my paperwork around here. You might not get too many stats here second half.
But, you know, we're lucky, though, it's not too windy, to be honest with you. Because if this was windy, it'd be really cold right now.
They're going with the option.
He's got the keeper. Makes a move. Get him down.
Frazier holds on to it and takes it down to the 38-yard line before he's brought down.
So Frazier read that.
That was a called fake handoff keeper, but he still had a guy there, so they had a little option game going on with it, too.
Yeah, it was not a give up the middle, but after that he could read whoever was going to take him or when they were going to start covering him. After a few yards there, you just tuck it and get as many yards as you can get.
Just go. You know, I'd like to see some RPO action with him, too, with Frazier's arm and how he can run the ball. A little run-pass option going there.
Boy, Ripfer, I know he's a littler guy, but he's got some wheels.
Yep. So the clock's moving down to 7 minutes here in the second quarter. It was 2 good first drive by the teams, but now we've seen 2 punts. And it's been, I would say, a clean game. Not too many penalties, no turnovers. And just 2 good quality football teams here in Colorado 5A high school football.
Yep.
Hand off to number 2, Chase Tompkins.
We're not going to hit the over tonight, though,
Brought down
Coach.
by number 75, McConnell.
Not this way.
Not this. Not the pace we're on right now.
But that clock is moving. Both these quarters have gone pretty quick.
Have. Yes, they have. All right, 2nd and 6. Frazier's going to hand it off there, and he's swallowed up.
So, Chris, I
Big
want
McConnell there.
Let's keep watching this center snap back.
Okay.
It's been high the last 4 times.
Okay.
One of them, he barely snatched it out of there. I'm hoping one of these times, if they don't correct it, he gets up and over him, because that would be a great turnover. That's something they need to correct now, or it turns into trouble later.
Yep. So Jackson McConnell there on that tackle got in the backfield and brought him down to make it a 3rd and 8. That was actually a big play there. You know, Coach, on those snaps, you know, obviously bad things happen. If it goes over the head, we're going to get a timeout Thunder Ridge. But how much does that mess timing?
Well, I was going to say, one reason we got a tackle behind the line of scrimmage on that play was because the quarterback had to go up for it. The running back was in alignment. He was right next to him. Snap of the ball, he's waiting for this ball to be handed to him, and he's got to wait for the quarterback to go up, get that ball, bring it back down to his gut, and let him go. McConnell gets penetration and tackles him right there for a loss.
Blockers has to hold on to their block a little bit longer. Angles change. The timing of the whole operation there just goes off.
Well,
I mean, and that's. But like you said, hey, if that one goes over the head, that could be bad news. That could be the turnover that could, be a big play in this game. And that's not. And let me point out one more thing. We got a 3-point game because of that blocked extra point, too. And like you said, we're going to keep an eye on that. As of right now, that's actually playing a factor in this game.
Well, I think I've said it before. Coach Bradley does a lot of things with special teams, and we work real hard to make a 6-3 game happen by a special teams mess up.
3rd and 8. Big down here. Got
Going
some
down the
pressure. He's
middle.
got a guy over the middle. Touchdown. Here's number 2. That was touchdown Chase Tompkins, which is, I believe, the second leading receiver on the team. A senior, does a little bit of everything.
Joseph Thornton was back there at safety, and I think he bit on something he saw up in the middle, and the wide receiver that's going down the gut went right by him.
Got behind him. Ashworth came in on the blitz and put some pressure. Frazier was able to get that ball off. So they're going to go for the 2-point conversion here, see if they can make up for that block points, and we're going to get a timeout, Castleview. So how real is that running back from Valor? Is he the real deal?
He was a real deal. We only saw him for a half.
Really?
He had a younger brother that filled in and did just as well. So the two of them are a 1-2 punch that's pretty special. Yeah, we spent quite a bit of time talking about stats and how he compares to McCaffrey, which was the best, is currently in the books as the best running back ever out of the state. And this kid is pretty darn good.
Where's he going to go to school?
Oklahoma. He signed up. He's going to be a student.
He's going to go to you.
Yep.
Great. I get to deal with him for the next 4 years now. Now, let me ask you this. Did you see a freshman quarterback, last name Welker? Did he get in the game?
Probably the last. I saw a different quarterback the last series.
Okay.
Yep.
So that is the nephew of Wes Welker.
Oh, no kidding.
So his dad, Lee Welker, got moved here. And sure enough, he ended up at Valor.
Wow. Well,
and it's interesting how he ends up there. But
Wes Welker used to coach. Wes Welker used to coach at Valor.
Wes did.
Yeah. Right after he was done with the NFL.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So I'll tell you what, another big play on special teams because they did not get their 2-point conversion.
Yes, sir.
Now it keeps this an interesting game when you're looking at the score.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So it's 12-3. It's 5:36 left. You're going to
plenty
get the
of time
ball.
for us to get the ball and drive the field and score.
Go make it a 1-score game. We'll go take the lead after that. So in Castleview, we'll get the ball back
Yep.
at the beginning of the second half. So perfect time for one of those classic Wes Becker 5-minute, 30-second drives with a little Haggerty action, little Malone action. Get Schmidt, go do a couple of first downs, quarterback sneaks.
Well, here's what's worked for Castleview's offense is anything straight up the field. So either Wes Becker up the middle within the tackles or passing the ball down the field. Anytime we've tried to run outside or pass outside, we haven't gotten too many yards. So that just says that we need to attack up the field on this team, whether it be running the ball or passing the ball. I do like Nate Schmidt's arm tonight. I really do. He's not. He has true intention on these balls. We're going to connect here. It may happen in the next 5 minutes and 32 seconds.
So I want to keep an eye on these linebackers and safety. Look how close.
No safety back there.
Everybody is up in the backfield.
This is
Schmidt on the
right.
keeper.
That was.
Once again on the outside, like you said there, Coach.
But we got tackled from behind. We need to, on the backside of that play, we need to make sure that we seal off anybody from the backside. But you're right. Safeties were all the way up at the linebacker level. There's one-on-one on the wide out there, and that's going to be an option.
Yeah, getting the second level here. Things can happen. So Haggerty once again in the backfield behind Wes Becker. Haggerty up the middle. Got to get a couple. It's going to make it a 3rd and long here.
3rd and 9, it looks like.
3rd and about 8. Clock's just now at 4:43. We need to get a first down here.
It's going to be 3rd and 9.
Wes Becker's going to come out of the game.
But he's actually playing on both sides. I did hear that he was a little banged up this week in practice, and he's going both ways. So the gang's going to have to come around and do some things for him. We're doing a screen. I will say, setting up screen is smart on Schmidt's part. He saw that the screen guy was covered, held the ball, got tackled, but we didn't turn the ball over.
That's going to bring up 4th down.
If he tried to force that screen, there was 2 Grizzlies on the screen guy. We need to get a better punt off on this one, I can tell you that. We don't want to give him good field position. All right.
Good snap. Much better punt.
Yep. And if he bobbles that,
miscommunication there. Ooh, that would have been a nice tackle. That would have been a nice tackle. Got him out of bounds though. We got 3 minutes and 32 seconds left here in the second quarter. Thunder Ridge is in great field position off that huge sack from a 3rd and long.
Now, because that was a middle screen, Chris, he couldn't necessarily throw the ball away unless he threw it right at the foot of that receiver. And so, tough play because we take a big loss on that one. We didn't turn the ball over, but they've got great field position. Look for him to go up on this very first play. It's one of those plays where you can
turnover
try to go for a strike on first down, see what happens.
Oh,
there goes
snap.
There he is.
He's wide open.
There's something with our coverage that we're not seeing because he was open for quite a while.
So it looked like a little over-under game where you had a guy coming short and everybody went after the short guy, and I think it was the inside the slot receiver just came down on the seam.
Yep.
I think 15 had to choose which way he was going to go with it. And Thunder Ridge is in a really good spot right now. And they're going to get a touchdown here.
They pushed the pile on that one. If we could initially tackled him when we touched him, he wouldn't have scored, but they pushed the pile on that one and got a touchdown. They might go for 2 and try to get a few of these extra points back. They don't have to.
Oh, bad snap. Oh, watch out. Uh-oh. Pick it up and go. Pick it up and go. Go, go, go. Oh. They're going to call it incomplete.
He blew the whistle.
Yeah.
Extra point is
Actually, it was the snap that was bad again. I'm going to tell you what, if they don't, we on the touchdown pass, on the long pass that they had to set up the touchdown, had a high snap on that one. And then you have this high snap that was bobbled for the PAT. We just need one of these to get away from their players, and who knows what would happen. But I'll tell you, the worst thing that happened for us there is, 1, we didn't hold the ball for very long, and 2, we lost yards on the 3 plays we did have it. And all that did is give Thunder Ridge, for the second possession in a row, great field position.
So, Coach, we get, we're going to have 3 minutes and 1 second left here in the second quarter. If we can get a decent kick return, get close to midfield, that's plenty of time for us to go make some stuff happen. And I would love to go into halftime being down 1 score instead of 2 scores.
And turn this momentum. If we can turn the momentum in 3 minutes and come back out and...
Come on, go, go, get up there, run, 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 run. There's my return. Okay, 35, 30-yard line.
By number 23 before he's brought down by a whole pack of Grizzlies.
Is it a pack of Grizzly?
I'm not sure if he had more than 1 Grizzly.
And here comes
Grizzly? Grizzy?
I don't know. There was a lot of them there. We know what saber cats are. There's a lot of saber cats, right?
Yeah.
You just throw an S on the end of it.
Okay, we're going to get Westbecker up the middle, not for much. Thunderbirds crowd's into it right now. The student body's having a blast. I don't blame them.
By number 14, Owen McVicker.
Band's warming up for halftime. I hear some hot chocolate calling my name here shortly.
All right. Let's see what they do here in
Get a
second
little
down.
clock too, a little clock run here, down to 2:30. Second quarter.
Now we're going to throw the ball.
Roll out.
Crossing route.
He's got Ashworth.
Oh. He came across the field. He was open and got in front of his eyes.
Yeah.
Good throw. We just didn't get the catch on that one.
Yeah. Would have been first down. Could have got out of bounds. Maybe get to midfield. Get out of bounds. You never know what can happen then. So instead we got 3rd and 8. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. So Coach, I know we want to go get this. Is there any thought about running it here to get that clock running, to get it down to, maybe a minute half and punting it off? Or are we just thinking let's go get a first down?
We got to get a first down.
Oh, nice play. Pretty close. I think we got to go for it here. It's going to be a 4th and 1. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left. Schmidt should have been tackled there, and we got a flag. It's going to be a sideline warning. Oh, this is a warning. Okay.
So it does give time for Coach Hankey to figure out what does he want to do on 4th and short. It is one of those. If we don't,
down. Automatic first down.
It's on them. So it
What
wasn't
was
a
that?
warning. All right.
What do we got here? Unsportsmanlike.
I think it
Oh,
happened
no.
on the tackle on Haggerty. I think there's a little extracurricular after the tackle.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll take that. That's going to bring us just shy of midfield to about the 47.
Okay, now they have a safety back.
2 minutes. Clock's going to run over 2 minutes here. We got to go. Clock's running, boys. Actually, that's going to put us across midfield to the other 46. The 15-yard variety there.
So they're matching up man on all of our receivers here.
Westbecker's going to go up the left-hand side. I thought maybe we could catch him. And I'm sorry. Oh, there's another penalty.
You know what? That actually might be on them.
Yep.
The
Oh, man.
Thunderbirds Grizzly did not let go of our running back.
Yeah.
Play was over with. Running back is trying to get away so that we could get back to the line of scrimmage. And this is going to be on Thunderbirds again. They might be giving us the yards that we need, Chris.
That was once again Thornton, a junior. Really strong performance by him tonight so far. Coming in, runs hard, got a little slash thing going on, but runs tough. Young guy coming in, you worry about ball security, you worry about getting too hyped up and things, things happening. But so far, he's been professional and taking care of business, doing what he's supposed to be doing. You love to see that.
This is on
Is
us.
it coming back to us?
Whole time I thought.
No.
Oh,
Number
that's
7.
huge.
Okay.
That's 15 yards.
Well, now we're back to where we
Was
were.
that on Haggerty?
Yeah.
Is that what you said, 7?
Yeah, 1st and 10. Now we're going to get 1st and 25. Oh, no.
You talked about Thornton. The coaches are really big on Thornton. He's a really good athlete, young athlete, but we're going to see plenty of Thornton.
So that's going to be dead ball after the play, so it's actually going to be 2nd down, 2nd and 23. Oh, no. We're going backwards now. Well, we got to do something here, but at some point, we got a clock we still got to run out here for the second half. 1:18 and the clock is moving. So it's going to be a 2nd and 25 on the Castleview 36-yard line. Shotgun, pistol formation, 4 receiver set. Haggerty in motion from the slot and not going to get it to him.
We're going down the middle.
Oh, come back.
That looked like
that
somebody
ball.
might have
Pass is incomplete.
hit his arm or something, because
Yeah.
you talked about a duck.
Yeah.
Intended for number 23.
Now that's a good pass because it was in a duck fashion. It was laying
Okay, we
up
got
there.
3rd and 20
Only
for
the
Castle.
receiver knew
That it was a
ball
duck. Yep.
was not heading.
That was having Kevin Tashi, another one of our young guys coming in. He's a speedster as well. So 59 seconds left. I think we're gonna get a run play here. And they're gonna
And off to number 43.
Are they going to call a timeout? Yep, there's a timeout. Okay.
Get on the tackle for the Grizzlies.
That
number
should be
22,
their
Tyler
last
Doyle.
timeout.
And that's going to bring up 4th down.
So we're going to punt the ball. 51. They're going to get it around 45, maybe 40 seconds left, depending on the return. They're going to be out of timeouts. Hopefully we can flip the field and make them go a little ways here. We do need to figure out what's going on in the middle of our secondary, because they've been finding some holes and getting some big pass plays out of it.
I'll tell you what we need to do before we do that, Chris. We need to make sure we don't get 15-yard penalties after plays are over with, because we are not in a game right here where a lot of things have been successful for us. So we can't be in a 2nd and 23.
Especially after they give us one there on a potential 4th and 1, and they get a penalty. And not only do we get across midfield, we get an automatic first down. Because coach is about to have to make a decision there on how to do that. So, but that's over with now. So now we're moving along. So now we need a good snap. You got Wes Becker in the backfield, which I highly doubt they're going to go to him. But
no, what we need to do is get a really good kick out of this.
Yeah, and then we're going to get some. He's got his personal protectors in.
They're coming for it.
Get it off. Oh.
Well, maybe he'll touch somebody.
Oh. Let it go. Okay. What a flip.
Christensen's punt bounces out of bounds.
Ball's going to go to about the 32-yard line. They're going to have 42 seconds left. No timeouts. Up 18 to 3. Who had 8 and 3 in their pick'ems and their squares?
Exactly. Yeah, those are numbers you don't know.
Yeah, that's a
you
different
see the
one.
3 every once in a while, but 18.
18. That's a different one.
So they don't have timeouts. They're going to do this in 2 chunks, and either get in a field goal possession or try to get 6 out of something here. But this coach is probably thinking of 2 different plays right now.
So look for 7, which I think he's down here on the bottom. He's going to have Hammondtree. It looks like they're going to bracket him. Nope, they're going to him. Get in front of it. What a catch.
Our defender went for the ball, but missed it.
Yeah.
That's going to be enough for a Thunder Edge.
That wasn't 7. That was that 13? We got something. We got a conversation over here. Come on back. We got a penalty, coach. Bring it back. Ooh, that's big.
Here's what I want to say.
Holding on the offense.
Phoenix Hammondtree was the corner on that play, and he actually played it really well.
He did.
Saw the receiver cut his post and start heading down the middle of the field.
Went to the ball.
Hammondtree saw the ball coming. He went to deflect the ball, and fingertips missed it. And it was a great catch by the receiver. Hammondtree was there. What's nice is there was holding on this play. It comes back, and now this is a totally different situation with 34 seconds.
So we haven't called Herschel Craig name. Usually he seems to be my second half guy coming in, and we also haven't seen Marsh yet either, and I don't see him in the formation at all. I think we'd like to get some pressure going here. Unless that's him. I wonder if he changed his numbers.
Okay, quarterback draw on this one. We need to make sure we get some people over there.
All right, good tackle.
It's out of bounds with 17 seconds left.
The 35-yard line before he's driven out of bounds.
So it gets to almost the original line of scrimmage. Pretty smart play there.
Yeah,
I would say, because he could have done something. He could have done even worse there. If they didn't have that one.
I guarantee we're spying him, because as many yards as he has both passing and rushing, somebody is knowing where he's at all times. Obviously, he's a quarterback in the middle of the backfield, but we've got to stop him. He's a good athlete.
Looks like 2 high safeties for the SaberCats with Knox and
We called a
Beto.
timeout here, making sure that we're in the right place.
So 17 seconds. You may have 2 plays here. No timeouts. With the 2nd and 11. I guess at this point, you're really not working about the downs here. You just need to get down the field so you can try to go make something happen.
Well,
17 seconds left.
So we called a timeout after we saw them line up and figured out what formation they wanted to be in 2nd and 11 with 17 seconds left. So now Coach Weiss is coaching against that. Their coach over there, which is the head coach, Doug Nilsson, he's either deciding to change his formation now because now we've got to read on it. Basically what he's saying over there is if we catch the ball in the field, we got to get down and down the ball so that we can have at least a second play. If we throw to the sidelines and get out of bounds, we got a second play.
Yep. Now, they don't go underneath the center that often, so down in it could be an adventure.
Or that snap over his head.
And that,
could both of us kind of rub some pennies together and see if he could snap it over his head?
Oh, that's great right now. But Ashworth go pick it up and run it in for 6. So 5 wide.
There they go. They're
going down the middle. He's going to run it, which that's okay. Stay in
fine.
front.
Keep
Ashworth
him in.
has got an eye on him. He's going to stay out of bounds.
He's going to get out of bounds and have another down.
7 minutes, gets about the 42-yard line on the Castleview side. So he can throw this ball. I mean, we saw him throw 45 pretty easy on the dime. So you got to think they're going to try to get one down, at least maybe close, and then they can try to make somebody miss.
So we did have everybody covered. He couldn't get anything down the field. We had a little pressure on him early. He was smart in getting out of bounds, got what he could and got out of bounds so he could get a second play here. We've got 4 guys lined up at the 25-yard line. Hopefully going to keep everything in front of them.
Last play of the half, he's going to try to throw it. No, he's going to go.
We just need to make sure we get him.
Let's keep him contained.
Somebody
got Westbecker, you got Ashworth on him. No, that's not going to do it.
All right, that'll be the quarter.
Well, halftime, so it's going to be 18-3. Castleview's going to get the ball back in the second half. We're going to go get some coffee. We'll let you guys watch the Thunder Ridge Band. Thanks for hanging out with us here. We got to go play well the second half. Anything from the first half, Coach?
No, there's some adjustments to be made. More than anything, we can't penalize ourselves, especially when the ball's not even in play. That we were driving, who knows what we could have done on that drive. They were actually, like you said, giving us yards, and we can't hurt ourselves. We really need to be thinking about what we're doing after the play's over.
Okay, well, we'll see you after the second half. Stick around with us. I think we're going to have a fun second half. And thanks for watching Castleview football.
These past 4 years, the seniors in the marching band are
between you and I.
Sidney Andrews, Stephen Becker, Gary Dunn.
We are back after a great halftime. We got some hand warmers. Patrick brought us some Whoppers. This halftime was sponsored by Burger King, apparently. Thank you, Burger King. So, we got about 3 minutes left before the start of the game. I'm gonna get Coach back in the mix over here. So, if you're cast of you, you're talking about a couple different things. I'd love to hear Coach's on this, but first off, you can't kill yourself, and the first quarter and beginning of that second quarter looked really good. No turnovers, no pre-snap penalties, no dumb penalties there. We kind of had a couple breakdowns there in the second quarter, and that's when we needed to be looking good right there. The other thing we were talking about is on the defensive side, we're giving up some big plays, what looks either miscommunications or we're not seeing something there in the secondary, because as far as Thunder Ridge running the ball, we've been able to bottle them up. We haven't made all the tackles that should be made, but we've got to clean up the secondary. So dumb penalties, clean up the secondary, and oh, by the way, we need to put some points on the board. We've only kicked a field goal right now, and we can't do that, and we can't win this game with field goals. So now we're in catch-up mode. What is Coach Hank telling them there?
Well, first quarter, after that first drive that took us all the way down the field, and we got 3 points out of it, which is what you want at least to get points out of drives. It felt like we had things, had their number, running up the middle, passing down the field, and then they came up with something that was stopping that, so we started to go wide, and we couldn't get anything going wide, whether it be running wide or passing wide. So I felt our first quarter was a pretty good quarter for us. Like you talked about the penalties in this match, it was only 12-3 for the longest time, and I'm going to say that we've got to maintain our drives. That first drive was exactly what we need to get back to one way or another. We've got to figure out how to get first downs. We were getting first downs on that first drive by having third and shorts or third and manageables.
Mm-hmm. Stay in front of the sticks there, right?
We had third and double-digit numbers the second quarter,
right.
And our offense isn't built for that. And I'll tell you what, they have so many people at the line of scrimmage. They're either going to be bringing everybody, and they get pressure on us in the backfield, or we try to run the ball and they get us before we get too far over the line of scrimmage. So many people are at the line of scrimmage. If we don't loosen them up a little bit, we need 1 or 2 completions at the second level on one-on-one. They have totally challenged us one-on-one. So every receiver is being matched up by another defender and saying, hey, beat us, because we're going to stop your run and you're going to have to beat us passing. And I still think Nate has a live arm tonight. We get this to Ace, we get this to Haggerty. We've got receivers out there that can do something with the ball. We got to get to them quick. We cannot wait for them to react to a screen, wait for them to react to a slip screen on the outside, because those too much time. It takes too much time.
Now, if you're Thunder Ridge, it's stay on course, right? But if you're Thunder Ridge, you got to stay on course, and more importantly, you got to know this Castleview team's not going to go away. So you need to go down and score. But more importantly, you're kicking off here in the second half. You need to get a stop. 3 and out would be great, because Castleview's ready to go put something on the board here.
This game's going to be. I have a feeling we're going to know real quick here in the first couple series what's going to happen and we need to score and we need to stop Thunder Ridge, because Thunder Ridge really does have our number when they're on offense. They've got an option, they've got a quarterback that's hot, they've got all sorts of things.
Shea Stadium.
He is wrapped up by number 50.
Castle View received the ball there for the start of the third quarter. A couple changes there. Burnell was actually underneath center. Looks like Coach Hankey wanted to mix things up a little bit.
Like Christensen
and they were able to get one first down out of that series. But right now they're in a 4th and 5 and having to punt with just over 10 minutes left in the third quarter. I would imagine this is not what Coach Hankey wanted to see coming out of the locker room for the second half.
And we do have a wind. I know we're up on top of a press box here, and it might be a little more windy up here, but that punt got caught up in something and just kind of drifted over to their sideline. So they're going to have some pretty good field position here. Coach Hankey did not want them to get momentum back again, and it may start here with some good field position. Our defense really needs to step it up here. We'll see what changes or adjustments we made at halftime. Now, adjustments would come by way of personnel or play call.
Hand up the middle.
Hand off to Rickford. He powers through to the 42-yard line before he's brought down.
So, I have a,
bring up 2nd and 4.
people talk about being opportunistic at defense. Getting fumbles, getting interceptions, making things happen. When we seem to be a very opportunistic defense. But at the same time, Thunder Ridge has taken care of business and protected the ball and has not given us the chance to be opportunistic.
Yeah.
You haven't seen any passes by Frazier. They've had great ball control between him and the two there. And so we just haven't had a chance to go make things happen. We did have the extra point there in the first half, but other than that, we really haven't seen anything that's given us that chance.
No, and I'm trying to figure out, is it by alignment that they have to keep us pretty simple, or are they worried about? You talk about
Their hold there, isn't it? Yep, there it is.
You talk about opportunity. Opportunity comes when you give them a couple different looks, or you bring pressure sometimes and not others. We haven't seen a lot of those things, and I'm not sure if that's because of, again, the personnel that's on the field and how we're matched up with them, or if it's how balanced they are. Think about how balanced that quarterback is.
Yep.
We don't know whether he's running or passing, but either way, he's been effective all season. He had a huge game last week against their rival Mountain Vista.
So holding penalty there on that run.
Officials are signaling that that's a hold against Thunder Ridge.
And looks like it's going to take them back to the 41-yard line, which will make it a 1st and 16.
So if you remember our first, when this happened in the first quarter, Chris, it was to our advantage. They ended up having to punt, gave us the ball back. So let's see if that can happen again.
Single receiver on the top. He's going to be on the island. They're going to run it again up the middle. Minimal gain. That's going to make it 2nd and about 14 here.
We are still strong up the middle. They've got most of their yards by getting outside the tackles. Inside the tackles, we've done pretty well.
Yep. If I'm that coach over there, I'm making sure that the ball is in the hands of this quarterback, either by running, he's deciding whether or not to hand it off, or he's throwing.
You know who?
Every single play. Every single play.
We have shut down their number 7 leading receiver for them, and that's Jack Horsford.
Now 13 has had a couple. He's going to be here down on the bottom of the field. Quick game. Yep, that's what I would do.
Well, just like you said, Chris, it was in his hands. He faked a screen or a throw out to the right, probably got people to move on our defense looking that way, and then he came back the opposite way, running the ball.
So in this scenario, from Thunder Ridge was able to negate that penalty for them.
Yep.
And that's where Castleview has missed the boat this evening so far. Folks, I'm not gonna lie, it's getting pretty cold up here. I didn't dress accordingly. I didn't bring the winter clothes out yet.
I've learned
if we get a little quiet, it's because we're shivering.
Yeah, and I've learned as a coach, you have that bag in your truck or in your vehicle, stuck in September. You have no clue what's going to happen.
You don't know what's going to be like. Huh?
But you may on it. I went out just before the game, and it was warm with the sun out. And the minute that sun went over, it started to get cold. I went out and changed and got everything I needed, and it was all in my vehicle. But you learn that once.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I just learned that lesson here. But hey, we're gonna make it work. We got Chris and Jody up here. They're bundled up. Done a great job on the camera. We got Patrick and Joel working the ones and twos on the laptop down there. So
we got a huge crew here, and this is a crew much bigger than most high schools use to do a production like this. And I told people last week, this production each week just continues to get better and better.
Absolutely.
Whether it be the interviews that we had last week, I'm still trying to get Coach Anderson up here in between third and fourth quarter. I don't know if stairs we through the hole that we have at the top of the stairs. So we might have to go down to him.
Okay.
Anyway.
So it's a first and 10 on the 22. They're going to keep it in Frazier's hand, and he's going to get a minimal gain.
Takes it out to the 20-yard line before he's brought down.
Clock's going to roll past 7:30.
McConnell in on the tackle for Castleview.
If Castleview
Second and 8 for the Grizzlies.
keep this thing close, because right now you're essentially 15 points. You're pretty much a two-score game, with an extra point. If we get down to make the game, they can score here. That would put it at 22. That's a tall hill for the way that this offense is set up.
Yeah, no, that's why right now this is important. If we get them stopped here,
it's gonna be get that tackle.
Frazier's pass to Tompkins is complete. He takes it to the 10-yard line before he's brought down. The tackle was number 15.
Thunder Ridge takes the ball inside the half. No, remember they came back and Thunder Ridge won the toss, so they elected to receive. And I think Castleview coming out of the locker room there at halftime, they knew they needed to get some points, and so Thunder Ridge is in a really good spot here right now in the game, and especially with this drive.
Yep.
Handoff on the outside, and a tackle by Beto. That was, he came across, he ran 30 yards over there like a missile.
Yep.
And made that tackle and saved a touchdown too.
What was nice is we spread that run out and took it to the sideline. Beto could catch from behind.
Wow.
He has some speed. Whew. That's why I'd like to see him on offense in that backfield. Early in the first quarter, he got the ball once. With that kind of speed there, interesting to see what he might do with the ball in his hands.
So second and goal from the 4 for Thunder Ridge. I think you see a little QB draw. Got him up top. Nice tackle by Craig here. Right away, sniffed it out right away. Got some pressure in the backfield. And a huge tackle for a loss. That's going to take it back to the 7-yard line. Third and goal. Okay.
We can hold him here, Chris. This is a big down for Castleview.
Remember, we had a blocked extra points, and they went for 2 and didn't get it. And then I guess they haven't made an extra point yet because they went for 2 twice.
Right.
So we haven't seen a successful extra point field goal attempt down this area for Thunder Ridge. So big third down. Here he comes.
Yeah.
Nice play by Westbecker.
Great play.
Woo! That's a senior making a big play right
Absolutely. He swatted it away like he was swatting at a fly.
Came in a little outside dog blitz.
I'm telling you what, Thunder Ridge right now is thinking about going for 6 and not kicking it right now.
Yeah. No, I don't. Like I said, they haven't proved that they can do it. Now they could have been kicking 10 field goals a game, or we don't know. But I know we've seen it in the film. But they're going to go for it here. And when you're up by 15 and you got a dynamic quarterback like Frazier, you you can do that.
Yeah.
They're going to go fast here.
I'd watch Frazier. They may just keep it with Frazier somehow,
his hands.
some way.
Let him just go do something here. Quick
Put it up
pass.
in the corner.
Get up. Picked it. Very nice.
That actually gives us better field position because they'll bring it out to the 20 instead of the 7-yard line.
Is that Hammondtree?
Yes.
Is that 6 or 8? I think it was Hammondtree. Good. Hey, he got isolated up. He put himself in the right position, came down with the ball.
Yep.
Good job. Hey, and congrats to the Castle View defense. They got put themselves in a tough position. They made it happen, right?
Yep.
The bigs, they got a loss. They had a 2nd and goal from the 4. Tackle for a loss. Wes Becker makes a big play, stop him on 4th down.
Yep.
And we're in the same position. We're coming out of the second half.
Yep.
And we're running the ball.
But those are seniors. You had Beto tackling from behind. You had Herschel getting a loss with the quarterback, and you had Wes Becker tipping the ball. Our seniors are coming through. They need to come through.
Yep.
We had a heavy set there, meaning we put our tackle over and we ran to that side, and now we're calling the play at the line of scrimmage.
We're going right at it. Brunel still in at quarterback. Now, he does bring a little bit different dynamic with running the ball than Schmidt. Schmidt's a bigger body, and he's had success running the ball. I would say Brunel is a little more athletic. He's got a little more shake to it, and he could change up a couple things, the dynamic in office, and he's a senior.
And he's got a last name that might have something to do with quarterback.
He comes from a good pedigree.
Oh.
They sniffed that one out.
Number 7 with the
Holding
carry.
on the ball there.
Brought down by number 26.
So let's go.
Thunderidge didn't actually read that one. They just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
You're right. But, we still got 4 yards out of the play there, so 3. So it's going to be 2nd and 7, right at the 35-yard line. Brunel's going to get the call in. Now, tell me this. He's not getting as many signals in as Schmidt did. He doesn't get as many reps and probably didn't get the practice that. So he's going to have to come over and get the call from the sideline.
Right.
Which is going to slow things down a little bit, but that may be okay.
But I've said this all along. Our backup quarterback has been in the game every game. He's been a slot back, hearing the calls, being in the game, knows the speed of the game. He just hasn't been at that quarterback position. But not every backup quarterback has had as much playing time on the field. It's just another position.
Yep.
So that's
he's in the mix. He's not coming in cold. He's in the mix. He's in the flow of the game.
Yep.
He's involved in it. He knows what these guys are doing here. So 3rd and 2 on the 40-yard line. I'd like to see Wes Becker go right up the middle here. And it's Jackson. They're putting a lot of faith in that young man, and right now he's delivering so far this entire game.
Yep.
Then on the tackle for the Grizzlies, number 22, Doyle.
But if you look at the line of scrimmage, Chris, we are actually firing out and moving their defensive line back.
Yep. And I'm not. Coach isn't going to do this on purpose, but I think he likes having that ball in the left hash there, so he can quickly get that play call in, and he can have that conversation. And Brunel doesn't have to jog 30 yards every time.
Yep.
Like Columbia. See, I swear, Columbia. If we put a pedometer on Columbia, his last 2 years, he jogged like 4 miles a game because he would go pick up, get a symbol, get the call in from Case-Beer just about every time.
Yeah.
Back to pass. Whoop, he's got Andrew Haggerty. No, that was Ashworth.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for number 32, Ashworth.
Got to play defense there. Good thing he's one of the leading tacklers on the team.
Yeah. Well, and the 2 receivers we had in pattern were both covered. So.
Second. What the Thunder has been playing. He's been able to run the ball. That's a classic Coach Hankey right there. Wouldn't pop one out, especially after a big first down.
Yeah. See, we're heavy left here, and they haven't shifted yet. So we should be running the ball to the left here. Oh, we've moved in the back too. Well, we did.
Cassidy looks to keep it on the ground.
So a few yards on the game
by number
there.
43, Thornton. And on the tackle was a whole pack of Grizzlies.
A pack.
It's going to bring up third down.
We're going to have to Google that. Maybe someone can get out the Google machine and give us a call and let us know what a bunch of bears are.
Yeah. Well, maybe it might be a bunch. Maybe he's got it wrong and it's a bunch.
It's a bunch?
Hey, well, we have
gaggle?
a little,
it's like a gaggle?
A gaggle of geese, a gaggle of bears.
We got to do some more research for these games to find out these. I think the Grizz eyes.
So Cassidy's calling a timeout here. They want to make sure they've got their stuff for 3rd and 8. That's how important this is, Chris. We've got an 18-3 game with 1:29 left in the 3rd. We're at midfield. We need to pick up this first down so bad. This might actually be 2 downs. He's probably saying if we don't get the first down here, here's the play we're running. So we're going to get to the ball, and we're going to try to get them off. Hey, while we have a little time here, I want to do a shout out to my 91-year-old father who's been watching us all season long, loves every bit of this, gives me great feedback. My mom's watching also. We've got in-laws. We've got my wife at home. So lots of family, just like we've talked about every weekend. There's so many different types of viewers that are watching these live streams that the Booster Club's providing for everybody, and getting lots of great feedback.
And we absolutely love it. We love it. We love it. We love it when people come and tell us where they're watching from, and they'll tell us what we're doing wrong and names we say wrong. And but no, we love it. It's great. Thank you for continue watching. Thank you to the Gridiron Club.
Absolutely.
And we're just happy to be up here doing this and be a part of this program and everything we're doing.
We're going to throw the ball.
Pass, he better go. Throw it away. Throw it away. He's got nobody. Went to Ashford again. Hey, congrats to the Thunder defense. They had that one covered up pretty well.
Right.
That was 3rd and 8.
By number 50, Gabe Murray.
That was 3rd down. Okay, 3rd and 8.
So
we're gonna
punt.
Yeah, we're gonna punt this here. Okay.
They were thinking about it though.
I think if you would have got 4 or 5 yards there.
Coach Hankey and Coach Weiss talked about it because that's just where we're at in this game right now. Now, I will say that with us punting, we're feeling a little more confident on defense.
Yep.
We're going to give them the ball. Hopefully we get a good kick out of this.
So.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's going? Is he going?
Oh,
is that a called play? Oh, blocking the back there. Is that a called? Is that a call?
Well, I think it was a call, but it was a bad snap. So you almost want to say, unless the punter thought that there was absolutely no way of him getting that off, but there was no rush. He could have punted that. I think it was a called fake punt, just a bad snap. The clip. It's amazing how many clipping calls at all levels on special teams. They called holding. Thunderidge declined it. They're getting the ball at the 44 yards.
Offense set to take the field here.
Minute 15 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Here's another strike play. And look for the receiver up on top. Single receiver up on top, closest to the sideline up there. They decide to give it right up the middle.
Breaks the tackle. Couldn't
hand off to Richford.
Big gain of 8. That's 7.
And on the tackle, number 1, Crane. It's going to bring up 2nd and short for Thunder Ridge.
And once again, Thunder Ridge is taking care of the ball. And when they do have penalties, they've been able to overcome them. To me, that's the storyline.
And
so far.
They're coming back to a running game here that's giving them good yards per carry.
And giving us our own little taste of our medicine with ball running down the clock too.
Yep.
Not much room there. Looks like he's going to be short of the first down, so it's going to be 3rd and 1.
He takes it out.
I imagine that's going to take us to the 3rd quarter.
To the 35-yard line before he's
I think they're going to be in a hurry. Nope, they are in a hurry. They're going to try to go get this first down.
75 and 79 in on the tackle.
Here we go. Oh, he's just going to take it off the left-hand side. He may score.
Frazier looks to hold on to it and takes the ball across the 30.
He's quick.
Yeah, he is, especially when he lowers his body weight. He gets down low, and he was moving on that one. That's into the quarter.
65 and 32 in on the tackle.
See, what Thunderidge has going for them, Coach, is we don't know what they're going to do. They've got us right where they want us, so they could throw the ball, they can run the ball, they can sweep the ball, they can quarterback, draw. Right now, we're not necessarily sure what they're going to do, and they've kind of bottled us on offense. There's only so much we're being successful with on offense. I will say, when I told you earlier that they were going to take the runaway and force us to pass, that's basically what they've done, and we haven't been able to be successful passing the ball. So now we're a one-dimensional team that's going to have to pass the ball. So
if they do that, do you see him bringing back in Schmidt, who's got a little bit more experience with throwing the ball, or he's had some, definitely early season had success. I mean, he threw 3 touchdowns in the Hounds Ranch game there.
Well, I haven't looked.
Go back to him if they're going to go that, or do they change up their defense if they see him back in the game?
I guess I'm not sure if Schmidt was hurt and that's why he wasn't playing, or if they're trying to give a different look.
Got a little hurt there.
7, Jack Horser is
Pressure on him.
incomplete.
Had some
It's going to
happy
bring up
feet.
second down.
So
And
I'm keeping an eye out here on the sideline, and he's got the jacket on now, so no indication that he's coming into the game.
but I don't see him limping or anything. Now, I'll tell you what, these days, Chris, there's concussion protocol that you rarely know that happen, and that might be sometimes why kids are on the sideline, so you never know.
Yep. So Burnell was talking to Coach Hankey there, so I got to think this is, at least for the next series, it's going to be his show, and Thunderidge is about to get down a score here.
So Frazier gets the ball out of his hands real quick to the running back, and he just takes off down the side.
It's a good-looking play right there.
First and goal for the Grizzlies.
That wind you're talking about, we've got the wind now.
It's here now.
It's a biting wind up here. Okay, we've got one-on-one with they might be running out here. They spread that receiver way out, and here they come.
Mr. Rickford.
When you see a receiver, see how far out he can possibly get the corner. They typically like to run inside of that, and that's what they did on this last play.
Have a hold here. So it's going to put them back at the 15, so they're going to have first and goal from the 15. Oh, man, if the Castleview defense could come through one more time here,
Well, you
they
know
give this offense a chance.
That's going to back the Grizzlies.
what they haven't done yet, and they're human beings, they haven't turned the ball over yet, and that is yet to happen, and I expect a turnover
Still first
this
and goal
quarter.
Thunderidge.
So
I don't know
haven't
when.
seen any snap issues,
No.
so they might have got that cleaned up. Frazier's going to roll out. He may just take it. Here he goes. So it's going to put him down.
Frazier holds on to
7.
it. Takes it out to about the
Second
9-yard line
goal.
before he's run out of bounds.
What a
9-yard
weapon.
line.
To have a quarterback that's got 2 years experience in the backfield like that, being able to run or pass the ball, major threat.
Second and goal for the Grizzlies.
So the last series, they ran the ball in this situation here, and Herschel stopped him for about a 5-yard loss. And that really changed the dynamic of that drive. Now the penalty helps out a lot, but let's see what they do here. They're gonna play action. Gotta get it.
Frazier finds number 13, Tyler Hunter in the end zone, and that's a Grizzly touchdown.
So he made a dive fake look. I don't know if our corner had his eyes in the backfield, because at first that receiver was not open. But I think that corner probably had his eyes in the backfield, which you can't do in the red zone. It's man-to-man, and he's got to be all over that kid wherever he goes.
Thank you. oncoming point. Let's see here.
Oh, we got another block.
Got a penalty though.
Schmidt's extra point is blocked, but we have a flag on the field.
Well, if we could just, it's an extra point game. We got it, Coach.
Yeah.
So I think we jumped a little early on that one. And their offense is going to come back in. Defense.
Well,
defense.
we're that close to having a legal block, and then it doesn't happen.
We got one coming out, one coming in. So they're going to go for 2 here, which would make it a 26-point game. So we're looking at a 4-score game here with about 11 seconds. 26 would be 23. Maybe a 3-score game, but pretty much a 4-score.
Oh, so there goes your snap.
There's
but
our
it's
snap.
still got it.
Wait, no, but they're going to do it on the extra point on me here. Gets it off. Tackle him. Tackle him.
Well, he made it exciting, but you had the bad snap to begin with. So then Frazier had to scramble, and he got rid of the ball. But
so it's a 21-point
game, absolutely.
11 minutes left. But here's the deal, Coach. We got to go score. We haven't scored a touchdown all game, and to be honest with you, except for that first drive, we haven't had a solid. We don't think we've been in the red zone,
right,
except for that first drive.
Yep.
So, quarterback in order to try and see if we can change it up a little bit, and that we think. We don't know for sure.
More than likely, Coach Hankey was trying to do something different. We didn't see any injury or anything.
Yep. A little frustration here on the Castleview sideline. I think
we got to catch this.
We
hold on to it.
You know, if you think about it, Coach, when our offense is going, it seems like everything goes right for us on defense and special teams and everything. And then it's kind of like that Douglas County game. You know, we can't get that offense going. It just permeates through the whole rest of the team there.
Yeah.
You know, we're offensively driven. That's been the culture here for several years.
Yep.
Some teams can go make it happen on defense, with just the defense, and the defense motivates you. But
no, you're absolutely right.
Now the keeper. It's there.
You get everybody keying Westbecker, and they all got Westbecker, but it left Winnell open.
28 in Olsham. Giving him a head number 42, Will.
So if we're going to stay in this game here, not only do we need to score, but we need a quick score, and then we need some fun things to happen.
Yep.
And we can't get out of our game, because when we get out of our game, we start grasping. That's when bad things happen.
Yep.
But we're going to need to have a break on here. We need some chunk plays. We need a 30-yard run and a. Let's see Haggard right here. Haggard, the 45. Stay in. Take the ball. Try to do too much.
But it looks like we have a turnover and a flag on the field. Alex Cambises with the recovery.
That's going to be a dead ball after the play. I'm assuming unsportsmanlike. That's probably going to move Thunder Ridge back to their side of the field, where the interception's going to stand.
So you got to hand it to Haggerty. He got the quick pass out there, which we needed to do. We couldn't have a long pass pattern. Get the ball in Haggerty's hands, and you saw what he could do. He's got some moves. He's got speed. He looked like he was running out of bounds, and he hit his brakes and started heading back in, and that's when they stripped the ball from him. But he's wanting this more than anybody.
Oh, absolutely.
And you can see
Well,
he's
that could
wanting to
have
make a
jumped
big
the whole,
play.
jump started the whole offense there.
Yep. And he was just trying to get more yards, which you cannot blame anybody for doing.
So there's our first turnover of the game. Talk about a bad time on that turnover. Jeez. And they finally had the snap over the head, but it was on a 2-point conversion. Why couldn't we get that on a 3rd and 8 down here in the goal line? They saved it for us there.
Number 2, Chase Patrick.
You know, when you slow down and head back into the field as a running back, pursuit's coming, and it's coming from a weird angle.
Yeah.
It's coming from an angle that you might not even see them.
And someone just
Going to be 2nd and 3 for Thunder Ridge.
the wind's picking up a little bit on the field here too. Now we are going to have the wind for the rest of the half, which we may have to have, but we're going to need a turnover here. We're going to need a quick 3 and out. We need something really good. There's our snap. What was it?
Gosh darn it, if that could just go over his head, Chris, we could get a quick 6.
False start.
So if that would have gone over his head, it would have been a false start, and it all would have been for naught.
Oh, man.
We get set to get things going here again after that penalty. Just a reminder to the fans of the stands, no artificial noisemakers are allowed.
So now they're going to get the count. Now they're going to do it loud.
Those aren't artificial. That's actually real aluminum. Oh no, no, no. I love the aggressiveness of blitzing, but you can't.
We're going to give it back to them. So clock's at 9:46. Cassidy's down 3 touchdowns. Thunder Ridge has the ball at the 44. Clock's going to get down to 9 minutes by the time this play is over with here. Unless we have another penalty.
Oh, good.
There it is. So that's a hold.
Looks to hold on to it, but we've got another flag on the field.
Yeah, that was you, big boy.
Number 24 Knox.
So they're going to keep it in his hands. It's a pretty safe bet to keep it in his hands. You know, he can run, he can pass.
That's what I do.
He's taking care of the ball.
Mm-hmm. There's something about a senior at the end of a game. It's like that 10-year, you wanted the ball in Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers' hand
Yeah.
at the end of the game. And they're going to make right decisions. They've done it. They had the mistakes. They've had bad things happen. They know what to do. They know not to do.
Oh,
Get that!
Oh, yeah!
All right, there's our turnover.
Rangers pass intended for number 13, Tyler
Haggerty on the coverage.
Officials are signaling
Ball is
as an
overthrown a little bit. We tipped it up, did tip drill, and landed right on him.
Haggerty's
So,
on the ground and the ball comes back into his hands.
hey, that's good karma right there for a young man trying to make a big play for the last thing. The good things happen when you're trying to do the right thing there. So and he was in the position in order to have good things happen to him on the defense.
Yep.
Good juju there. Now we got to go do something with it. So Knox is coming in the game now.
Knox
This
is
an
one of the
interesting
fastest.
development. Is he?
Knox is one of the fastest athletes on the field right now.
Okay.
He really has some wheels. Now they got him in the
He's going to go
backfield.
in the backfield. We got Haggerty out. He's going to get isolated down here.
They're
Go
going
back to him, quick.
They're going to.
Go get it. Oh, close.
Pass intended for number 7.
So after, quick change, turnover, momentum play, smart thing to do.
Yeah.
Go give it to your top guy. And we have to do that. I mean, we got to get down this field. Figure out how to get some points somehow here.
In on the coverage for Thunder Ridge.
Knox
number
is in the
8,
game.
Derek
Maybe a decoy. Maybe a personal protector. Keep an eye on that. See what that does the rest of the game.
See, here he is down here.
He's sticking around, Coach. He's sticking around to get back in the game. You have Jackson off the right-hand side. Tell you what, I would be a little bit optimistic for next year for a
number
two
23
senior running backs in Arcetta and Jackson next year.
Number 42 Will Fisher.
Oh, absolutely.
That's an interesting combination. Those two guys.
And this is how Castleview does it. If you think about it, we just reload in the backfield. We've got lots of running backs.
We need some points here. Clock's at 8:20. We're gonna need some special teams juju. We got the mesh play here. We're gonna get about 3rd and 2. Or was it gonna be 4th and 2? Yeah, that's 4th and 2. We had the incomplete. So.
Yeah, this we have to go for. It's 8 minutes. We've got 3 scores.
Jackson got dinged up on that one. So it looks like Knox is gonna come back in. So it looks like Knox is he's our running back here. He's 3rd string running back. He's not in for his special plays. Clock's still running. Past 8 minutes now. 4th and 2.
Here we go.
Say ball game right here, Coach.
I'm going to say we've got to get this.
Give it to Westbecker. Oh no! Oh no!
Brunel looks to keep it, but he's tackled by a whole back of Grizzlies. Specifically in there, we had number 15, Caleb Keith, and number 23, Ethan Hill.
So good job on Thunder Ridge defense there, getting a stop after a huge turnover.
Yep.
We're going to get the ball at their 43-yard line. We got 7 minutes and 37 seconds. Still down by 21. Still haven't put a touchdown on the board. And we're in a bad way right now.
Yep.
And so you want to stay in this game, and you want to make some tackles here and keep giving your chance to do it, but it's got a lot tougher now with not being able to score there.
Yep.
Minimal gain.
Frazier looks to hold on to it. It picks up.
Just going to have Frazier show the rest of the night with 7:25 left here in the 4th quarter. I think this is the fastest game in here. We're going to get out of here like in 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yep. Everything stayed either running the ball or they've caught the ball inbounds. Mm-hmm. So clock keeps moving. You know, I think
second down for the Grizzlies.
You would have thought we might have handed off to Westbecker on 4th and short, but I think they thought they might be keying Westbecker. Let's go with the young.
Yep. Saw something there off the quick pass outs. Minimal gain.
Strip,
get a tackle.
Try to get the ball out.
Frazier's pass to Tompkins is complete.
Tompkins.
In on the tackle was number 32, Ashworth.
We have a lot of guys going both ways, playing key roles, whether it be a safety position, wide receiver, running back, linebacker. Think about the number of individuals we have in key positions going on both sides of the ball here.
So clock's going to get down to 6 minutes and 20 seconds. 3rd and 6. We're heading to 2-down territory here for Thunder Ridge. First down catch.
Frazier finds Horsford and takes it out across the 45-yard line before he's brought down.
We knew he was going to show up at some point in this game.
Well, that's what they did that first drive, if you remember. They did these 5 to 8 yard outs or curls. Because if our corner is setting it 5 to 7 and drops back, it's giving anything under 5 yards to them.
So let's go to the 10,000 foot view here right now.
We're about there.
We're about there. We're in the wind tunnel for sure. But if let's say we don't get the miraculous comeback here, we're going to go to
5 and 3.
5 and 3 and 1 and 2 in league play.
Yep.
Valor will be undefeated.
Tackle made by number 32.
Thunder Ridge will be 3-0 in league play.
They play Valor at the end of the season. It's always at the end, and it's a big game for both of them, thinking that the two of them will match up at the end. I will say that you had Rock Canyon beat Mountain Vista last night, so this is that scenario where these teams just start beating up on each other, and it could be anybody winning it.
So, you know, without knowing how it all plays out with other teams. Oh, there he goes. Nice one. So there you go. Let's say if we make a run here at the end of this, we go 3-2 in league play, and some good things happen. We can still be a top 20 team.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got, if you think about our power points are high because we have a Valor on the schedule.
Yeah.
We have Douglas County, who actually is giving us some really good power points. They're playing Legend tonight. It'll be interesting to see how that goes, but they're going to have a winning record.
Congratulations on that young man. They got a freshman kicker there, finally got one. So.
Yeah. What's killing us is these teams that I've been talking about. When you got Rock Canyon, Mountain Vista, Highlands Ranch, Thunder Ridge, and Castleview, all very, very similar.
Yeah.
And they're beating up on each other, and some win, some don't, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. It actually dilutes all 5 of those teams' chances because they,
Yep.
they may all come out of the conference with 2-3,
Right.
3-2.
Now they're going to look at that.
And so
that
hurts.
Third View win early on, but they looks like they've struggled here kind of throughout the rest of the season. So that win doesn't look as good as we were thinking it was going to be.
Right.
And then you've got Rangeview and Hinckley there, which
they're not doing.
they're not going to do. That's not going to help us out there.
Right.
So, just looking at it, I would say that you have to take care of business like you needed to tonight. Okay. The opportunities you have are there. It's going to be tougher, and it's not going to be as easy because you're not going to have that first round bye, and hopefully you still get to host that first game.
Well, I'd say right now you're just hoping to get in the playoffs, and you can do that by only winning your next 2 games.
Yeah, that's all I
So
need to
you
worry
win the next 2 games, and then you let the pair points play for themselves, and hope that you get in. Tonight, a win against a 6-1 Thunder Ridge team would have been another game that kept helping us in power points because they had such a good record.
Yep.
But
Now, I would say it's a little disconcerting that we didn't get a touchdown in this game. We did get the field goal, but Coach, I don't know if we got to the red zone. Oh, good tackle. Good tackle.
Pass is complete.
And so, oh yeah.
And we've got some flags on the field.
Come on, guys. Clean it up. And so, a little discerning that the team that prides itself on controlling the ball and running the ball, we weren't able to get in the end zone. That's a little discerning. That's something we're going to have to clean up. Had this Douglas County vibe to it, to be honest with you.
I'm still
I had that feeling kind of throughout the night there. But the good thing is when we do have a night like that, we usually have a pretty good rebound the next week.
Yeah, we've got a Mountain Vista team that's lost 2 in a row now. I mean, they lost to this Thunder Ridge team last week, and they last night lost to Rock Canyon. So either they're going to be fired up and come back, or they may not be that great. Who knows? What I think for Castleview, we have got some.
Pretty good throw. Even better catch.
Nice. Great throw.
Is complete to number 7.
And so, by the way, those last 2 games we need to win are on the road.
On the road.
Yep. For a first down for Castle.
Now it's a friendly confines of Shea and Echo,
Yeah.
but still,
Yeah.
we need to have our agent talk to folks here. I don't know if we don't want to do this on the roof again as it gets the next. If not, we need to get a heater up here or something.
Well, maybe
Or I need a dress.
that could work too. Yeah. That might help.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. That's unfortunate.
Pass is still intercepted by number 15, Caleb Keith.
Brunel got hit pretty hard there.
You know, the minute he went down, he didn't move at all.
Yeah. I think he got thrown down on that one.
I did not see it. I saw the ball go up in the air and came right down to a lineman's hands. You don't see a lineman go 70 yards like that.
No.
So things have got quiet here, and everybody's on their knee here on the field. Like I said, didn't see any movement initially.
So I'm wondering if after it got okay,
Yeah, he's up now.
I'm wondering after that ball got batted up, if he got hit, and he might have been looking up.
Well, it's a clean play typically,
Yeah.
and he's a live player now.
No
He
doubt.
becomes a defender, and that's usually, you know, you and I, if we saw the quarterback stand there and now he's a defender, we might hit him too. He's their quarterback. But we don't know. I didn't see the replay. Don't know what
I'm
happened.
with you.
Hopefully Brunel's okay. I will say, when you were talking about what made Thunder Ridge so prepared and out here, given this is their senior night, and this might be the last night for some of their seniors on this field.
Set to kick the extra point for the Grizzlies.
And so these are the things that fire up high school kids. I'm telling you what, it's the little things. It's rivalry games. It's a last night on your field as a senior. It's the taste of playoffs. All sorts of things.
You know, they've got goals as well too, and they're thinking the same thing. Hey, we want to make that top 8, and we want to go get the bye. So they got the same incentives as we did coming into it. This is a home game for them, even though it's considered a neutral field. But they just came off a big win, big rivalry win as well too. So
they're going to be 7-1, and they're at number 11 in RPI. They might move up a little bit here depending on what happened above them, but it'll come down to them and Valor.
And they'll have Valor and they'll have Rock Cane. Or no, they already had Rock Cane. Yeah. They have Hounds Ranch then.
For Castleview, it's figuring out what we can do and do well, because other teams are going to be seeing this. Well, we've got an injured player for them down on the other side.
Looks like he made it all the way to the side and went down there. So it's 3 minutes and 39 seconds left. It's 38-3. This one got out of hand here. Score's not going to look as bad as it probably really truly was on the field here. There's just been a couple of plays and this thing got out of hand. But 100% credit to Thunder Ridge. Defense, honestly, is the most impressive. And that quarterback is the real deal. He's everything we thought he was going to be when we came into it.
So if he came in with 71% of their all-purpose yards tonight, he's above that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Castleview's going to go to 5-3 with a loss to Valor, a loss to Douglas County from Valor Rock, which is a good Douglas County team. We'll see how they do tonight against Legend. Legend is pretty strong.
Yep.
They did lose. Douglas County did lose to Creek, which is a really good 4A team out of Colorado Springs. I wonder what that game was. But that still is if there's anything as a good loss, I guess that you consider that a good loss.
Absolutely.
And then the loss here tonight to Thunder Ridge. Well, that young man is sitting up here, and he's down there for a while. Looks like he's going to get up. I thought he was going to try to stand him up there. When do they go to the running clock? How does that?
We've got a final. Legend beat Douglas County 49-7 here tonight.
Yeah. So that's going to be 2 losses in a row for Douglas County. Wow.
We actually have Arapahoe beating Cherry Creek. And Fairview is beating Fossil Ridge. See, you get power points when you have a team like Fairview out there that wins and maybe even win their league, because they're in a league that they can win. But it's going to come down to how many power points can you get from your opponents, especially when to lose tonight. Now we're trying to increase our power points with our opponents that we've already played and hope that they win.
Yeah, so a Fairview win would be great.
Douglas County lost.
Douglas County lost. Oh, get on the ball. 49-7.
Good fielded by Stats.
Yeah.
Grizzly defense
Man, that's
coming
top
back
5
on
in the
field.
state team in Legend, though, right? At least a top 8 team right now, right?
Yeah, they did really well last year, and they've got even a better team this year. So it'll be interesting to see. Pine Creek is a really good team that's on and off. So what they get to do is they play in that conference that Legends in. So they play a 5A schedule, but they're going to go back to the 4A playoffs.
Okay.
Quarterback keeper.
Keep it here. Clock's going to go down in 3 minutes and 30
He's wrapped
seconds.
up by number 11, Caden South.
I think we keep the clock running here. Let's get on out of here. Let's stay healthy. Was that Brunel back in the game? If so, that's really good to see.
No, we got number 12.
Is that Schmidt? No, Schmidt. Yeah, he's got
That
the
is,
red sleeves. Okay. So.
This is probably our JV quarterback. I don't have my roster with me.
Oh, that's Schmidt. That's Schmidt. He's
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh,
Got the red
okay.
sleeves.
Yep.
Hold on. Okay.
Pass
So,
complete to
it's going to keep the
Haggerty.
clock running
He's brought down by number 8.
down under 3
Derek
minutes
Pacheco.
now. So it's going to be a 3rd and 3.
That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Not a lot of Westbecker in the 4th quarter either, or the 2nd half. I wonder if he got a little dinged up and we didn't realize it either.
Well, you know, he's been out there. We just haven't run him. He's been on the field.
Yeah. Been on the field and on defense,
Yeah,
too.
there he is.
There he is now. It's good there. Still running hard. Good to see.
Yep.
Down to the 42 minutes and 28 seconds left. Clock is going to stop to move the sticks.
And off to Westbecker. In on the tackle for the Grizzlies, number 33, Brent Lewis.
So what time are we next week? Are we back to 7 o'clock? Can we go to like 6 o'clock games, you think? Get a little sun over here? I think it's 7 o'clock. Are we at Echo or
We're here at Shea because it's
back here at Shea?
yeah. Last game will be at
7
Echo.
o'clock.
Pass intended for number 24 is incomplete.
So this is actually an interesting week because it's fall break. So the guys aren't in school, right? And you got to focus them in because
And on
there's
the
a lot of
coverage was number
there's not a lot of
59,
things
Connor
going
Munson.
on. A lot of people are out of town and they can hang around all day. So
Gonna bring up 2nd
chance to
and
get healthy,
10.
chance to get focused in, have a really good week because playoffs is still in sight. But we have to go take business next 2 weeks on the road.
We actually have a Thursday game
That's right, it is
here
Thursday.
against Mountain Vista. So we'll be back here Thursday. So it'll be a quicker.
Quick
turnaround.
turnaround week here, and then we
But-
can have the
Yes,
long
keeps it on the ground.
break for Rock Canyon. The long
Yeah.
time for Rock
Yeah,
Canyon. which
we'll
would be
have an
nice.
extra day there.
So we can get healthy, get focused in. Guys can game
And
plan.
off to number 14. He's tackled by number 9, Evan Berger.
Clock's down to
Giving
140.
the handler was number 26.
Got about
Matt
2 more plays left, I would say, maybe 3. Let's just get on out of here and head back down 85 to Castle Rock. Schmidt's going to keep it. He's going to get the first down. That's going to stop the clock at
Brunel looks to hold on to it.
1:20.
Brought down by number 22, Tyler Doyle, and number 10, Riley Froning.
Well, Coach, it was fun.
Just over a minute left to play.
We wish we had a different turnout here. But, appreciate you coming back up here again. Great job. Thank you everybody for watching and listening. We'll catch you next Thursday.
Yep.
And let's go get a win. What's the Rock Canyon mascot? What are they?
Well, we'll play Mountain Vista and they'll be
Mount
the.
Vista, sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Is that a fumble? Oh,
Ball comes loose.
Schmidt got smoked there.
Recovered by Castle.
Yeah.
Stand up. Let's just finish this one up. So Mountain Vista, they're
Golden
the what are
Eagles.
they? Golden Eagles.
Yep.
Okay. So we got the Golden Eagles. We're gonna be here at Shea. And that should be just about do it here. Brunel's come back in. Good to see.
Wow.
There we go.
It's because we got Schmidt hurt.
Yeah, Schmidt got hit pretty hard there.
We're gonna be bruised up a little bit coming out of this.
Yeah, on a short turnaround.
Oh.
Hand off to Westbecker.
So that's going to be it as a clock goes.
In on the tackle, number 22, Tyler Doyle, and 14, Owen McVicker.
The final tonight is 38-3. Congratulations to the Thunder Ridge Grizzlies. Any last thoughts, Coach, before we turn it off?
I'm glad we have a Thursday night game. The sooner we can get back on the field and not think about some of these things. We need to get back to basics. What do we do well? That's run the ball, blocking at the line of scrimmage, keeping the ball, moving down the field, scoring points. We need to get back to that, and it's basics. It's what we've been doing for years. We need to get back to it and do it better.
Very well said. Thank you for joining us. I'm Chris Stacy saying goodnight for Coach Kirk Pritz, and we'll see you down the road.